Hey y'all, thanks for joining me. I am going to do a two level 2 Artist Loft 8x10s for a friend. And I'm going to do it. I'm going to use stone coat resin and my Rez pigments, the molten gold, the copper, and the luscious plum, excuse me. So let me mix those up and get that ready, and I'll be right back. Okay guys, I'm back. So I actually have two canvases here. Let me see if I can get you better. There we go. So I have two canvases. I am using Stone Coat's black base tint on the bottom. This should help make some things possibly sell up. I'm not real sure with these metallics if that'll happen or not. It happens sometimes and others not. So I decided not to use that Golden Molten by Rez. I'm not a fan of that gold. I don't care for it. What I did do instead is I substituted the Soho Gold that I really love as an acrylic, but I don't know if I'm going to love it as a resin, so we'll find out. If this turns out not good and I don't want to give it to my friend, I'll just get another couple of canvases and do it again. I have to say, I'm really a fan of the level 2 Artist Loft canvases because they can hold resin easily. This is very tight canvas, and so I do actually have a lot of boards that I normally would do resin on, but she wants an 8x10 and I do not have an 8x10 board. And frankly, these are so taut that it doesn't really matter, like I said. It's one of the reasons I really like these canvases. The level 1 Artist Loft, it's kind of just like your generic canvases, if you will. Not a fan of Jerry's Artorama Practitia canvases. I haven't gotten any of the level 3s of his, so I don't know how those are. I say his because his name is Jerry, but yeah, so I'm just passing that information along. That's just my opinion. Everybody likes their own different canvases. I get the ovals and rounds from Hobby Lobby, basically because I haven't found them anywhere else for that price. Not saying somebody else doesn't make them. They probably do. I just don't know about it. But these level 2s, I really like how taut they are. And maybe it's because it is such a small canvas, that could be. So I just try to get this side. Stick my hand in the canvas cup since I'm using it anyway. Even though these will probably get poured over. And I'm sorry if you get to see this video, Donna. I know this is coming to you way late. Supposed to have these done for you months ago, but as usual, life got in the way. So let me just use my alcohol paper towels and clean off my one glove and then put another glove on. So what I'm using is the Luscious Plum, the Rez Copper, and the Soho Gold. It's really not liking in the cup, but I'm hoping it'll come out better in there. And I'm actually going to add a little more resin to it because it looks like it's a little thick. The one thing when you use acrylic paints in resin, they thicken up really fast. So you gotta mix them and add some extra resin to get them to flow right. I leveled these, made sure they were level before I got started, which I'll pick them up multiple times, but as long as I keep them on those 2 cups they each have, I should be fine. And since this is resin, I probably will do more than one. Like I'll probably do this today and then come back and do it tomorrow. I'll just add a little resin to that black. I wish there was more black on here. So I'm going to make that happen. I always save resin in my cup left over, so I can do exactly that. You can just mix it with the color that remains in the cup, and then you usually get enough for what you need it for. There are some bubbles in here, which I will get out with either my heat gun or my torch. I'm just gonna, I don't want to dirty up all my freaking gloves and end up having to waste gloves. So if you think there's an air bubble in your resin but you see it's not moving, chances are it's something else. So if you have tweezers work best. I'm not real sure where mine are currently. Okay, so I'm going to start with the gold. Gosh, it's still really tacky. See if I can get it to pour. Look how tacky that is. I'm doing the same thing on both canvases. That way they look similar. And if it turns out I don't like them, it makes it easier. I'm just puddle pouring basically. And then let's put in this copper. Really love this color. Big fan of this. Do like most of the Rez tints. I will say that it's just like anything, no matter what brand you get of tints or mica powders, you're going to find you like some colors and you're going to find you don't like others. So, but yeah, so I love this Lucious Plum by Rez. Extra of everything in case I need it. And I'm gonna stretch, I'm gonna torch it a little bit and then stretch it, just not too much because you don't want it heated up too much. And then I'm gonna go to the end here and we shall start stretching. So I'm going to do this slowly because I'm not sure what I want to do with this yet. So I'd stretch it out. My friend who has sent me a picture of a painting that's on her wall. Well, it's really like one of those machine-made ones. And it's to give me an idea. And I just, it's really kind of going to be hard to match, you know what I mean? Because it's not made by a person. It's made by a machine. I'm going to just do this. It's my go-to move. Not with resin, but with anything. And then get my heat gun out and blow it around. Because we have a lot of resin on there, but you wouldn't know it by looking at the sides. So, and again, I don't have a certain design in mind. I just want to see what I can do. I like when I can get, and it might take another coat, but when I can get some depth, which, again, it's usually 2 coats of resin at least. And between these 2 paintings, I only mixed 8 ounces. I say only, but that's not very much, so. So that's moving pretty good. Let's see if we can, yeah, that's what I want. See, it just moves like butter. Butter, baby. Let's get all those sides and ends covered. This is pretty purple. Purple almost overtook everything. Now, if I could just get some black on that end, that'd be great. And that's what I'm gonna do. And then I'm gonna tilt it a little more. Also, what you can do is after, say I like this the way it is, which I don't, but say I did, and I wanted to just leave it with 1 coat of resin. I could just paint the sides at a later time. You know, just like with acrylics, it's kind of, there's some things in here and I don't know what they're from. But out, I tell you, out. All right. So that will sit there overnight. Maybe if I can. I see, let me blow the other one and see how that flows. So you probably can't see this, but there's almost like little strands here in the gold Soho. So I'm trying to get them out, which is what I think happened on that other one. I've not seen that one. I mix it with Floetrol. It's probably not, you know, like I said, it's really acrylic paint. It's not really meant to be mixed with resin, but I was looking for a different gold because I really do not like that gold molten. Ugh. It's just a very dark gold. I shouldn't say it's, terrible. It's just dark. And I wish I could show you what I'm doing here, but I gotta tilt it certain ways. You still always bring it back to the middle though. Just like with acrylic paint. So I will let these go at least 12 to 24 hours. But usually within 24 hours you need to get your second layer on of what you're going to do. You see what you're looking at? I'm going to leave them just like that, and then I will record part 2 another time, depending on how long this video took. I will look and see, and then I will include you on that. Thanks for watching. Hey y'all, so here is how the resin pieces I did came out. Look at those cells up in that corner. It's like gold lacing over the black base tint. And there's more gold and purple. And these were, the black base tint was Stone Coat, and the other colors, were from Rez. So that's one, and I will end up painting the sides. And then this is the other one, also very cool. It's hard to show you with this overhead light on. Let me turn it down, because my phone also has this light on here. So more cells down there in the purple and gold. I'm really pleased with how these turned out. One thing I will say, and I have done it on my other resin pieces, and I didn't do it on these, is that you should always paint, like I spray paint or hand paint these and let it dry first. Because now I'm going to have to go back and take care of that. Which is not an issue, but anyway, let me show you now what I have to play with that just came in the mail today. I'm very excited about. It is Color Obsession Fire Opal Orange. This is Coral Orange. This little one is Purple Topaz. And then this one is Army Green. That's from my hubby. So I got those colors today, as well as I got some copper and chestnut, just resin. So I'm very excited about my new colors to play with in resin. And I will try and take a picture of these during the day. I'm sure you'll see them. But I'm pleased with how they turned out. All right, thanks for watching. Catch you on the next video.